Like I said, it happens, and hopefully some kids can learn from it, but just don't get caught.
I'm down to dunk.
And I'm down to dunk. I'm down to dunk. This is J-Dub, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Lindy Waters, and I'm down to dunk. I'm Mike Muscala, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Jay Will, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Kenneth Williams, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to dunk.
We say this is Lou Dort, and I'm down to Dort.
This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to Dort.
Cracklin Oat Bran.
Have you had Cracklin Oat Bran?
No,
No. Okay.
but it's healthy.
Are you a big oat brand guy?
I'm a big Oat Bran guy.
Okay.
I think I would switch it with Fruity Pebbles.
Okay, eat faster. Don't put as much in the bowl.
Do you have a gallon of milk I can also take home? You don't have milk at home?
One cinnamon toast.
Okay.
Yeah. Cereal is great. Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to episode 136 of Down to Dunk. You can find us on the Athletic community where else you subscribe to your podcast. Go to theathletic.com/down2dunk and get the Athletic for $1 a month for 6 months. I am Luke. Joined this morning by Andrew.
I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Woo!
Slam throw.
Knock,
Taylor.
knock.
Who's there?
KGB.
KGB
Oh,
who?
no.
We will ask the questions.
No, I know you'll be loving this right here. LIMP. Biscuit is right here. People in the house, throw your hands in the air. Because if you don't care, then we don't care. 1, 2,
Slam through.
chocolate starfish.
What's the other?
Hot dog flavored water.
Yeah.
Wow. Guys.
You're supposed to slap me in the face.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So we will ask the question.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Dwight Schrute, the office.
Dwight Schrute, the office. Free agency starts today. The Thunder had a decision to make on Lindy Waters III last night. That was first incorrectly reported by Keith Smith, and then had everybody jumping on it. And then correctly reported by Keith Smith, a really unfortunate order
Yes.
for it to be reported. If it was the opposite, that would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh man, but yeah, he's gonna pick up.
Oh, you're.
But
so
now
right.
he reported that they were picking up his contract, and so many people were on their tweets so excited about it. And then Keith was like, I gotta find his tweet because it's really funny.
Actually,
He lost his job. I mean, it's basically saying like, hey, he didn't get fired from his job. Then actually
he did.
he did get fired from his job.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry. They said. They said he will not be coming back.
Yeah, so apologies for some misinformation here. Waters' team option was not picked up by the Thunder.
That's my bad.
That's my bad.
That's my bad.
Yo, my B, y'all.
My B. No biggie.
So the Thunder actually are good on roster spots now. They had really eventually needed to cut somebody. This just made it easy for OKC today, just because they had his team option and they just declined it. And now they have, with Bertans in Cason, have the right amount of players. So they really could do nothing. They have $2 million to spend to get to the floor, and I'm not really sure what they're going to need to do to get there, but they have to get there before the start of the season. So there might be a trade made with somebody like.
Can they just give someone $2 million?
I don't think so.
That's what I was thinking. Wouldn't that be nice if they
Yeah.
could just like divvy it out as a bonus or
There
something?
you go, guys. That's how it would have been done with the previous CBA, but the new CBA, you have to get to the floor. So I don't know what they're going to do. They could trade Jeremiah for somebody that's a little bit more expensive. They could do the same with Trey Mann. Who knows?
They could sign me to a 5-day contract.
They could sign Elman to a 5-day, $2 million contract.
Which 5 days? I didn't think those existed.
They do now. Right now.
Oh wait, sorry. They do not. That's my bad.
That's my B.
Oops. Shout out to
Oops, all
Lindy.
berries.
Shout out to Lindy. My middle son once told Lindy that he was his second favorite player
Wow.
in the NBA, behind Michael Jordan and Shea.
Wow.
So,
His second favorite player behind Michael Jordan and Shea.
yeah,
Oh.
Okay.
Which son was this?
Archie.
Yeah. He's
Lin-
got street smarts though.
Lindy, I think he did it to confuse him,
Mm.
and it worked really well. Lindy was like, and then he just started laughing. And then
I
Archie
can
was
see
like,
that.
Archie was like, bye.
Yeah, I could see that now. Now that you put it that way.
So but good guy, good basketball player, somebody that I would have never guessed would have ever gotten any kind of contract, even like Exhibit 10. I would have been like, yeah, Lindy Waters the third not getting even an Exhibit 10 contract, but he got the full like $2 million from last season. He got the full thing, which is really cool, and got a chance to play on the Thunder. And now he's going to fight to try to get on another roster. He's probably going to be on somebody else's summer league roster. And that's how he's going to try to have to prove himself to another franchise. So good luck to Lindy. Hope he makes it. Good guy, good basketball player. But
Right when you said that, the first team that came to mind was Dallas. I can just see him in
he
a
could play in Dallas.
uniform. Yeah.
He could play in Dallas. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Close to home.
Mine was the Rockets.
Ooh, I
know.
cannot see him on the Rockets.
Yeah, he would get lost on the Rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought he could be one of like the Heat's guys.
Yeah.
Like Miami, like he
Well,
just
shooter.
he just thrives in Miami as
Totally.
a shooter that just runs around. They have to let Max Strus go because the Pacers are going to pay him too much. And then they just bring in Lindy Waters and he comes in. He's like, wow, like Lindy is the new Max Strus.
I don't know if those Heat guys are they'll play on the Heat and play really well, and then they'll get contracts with other teams, and then
they're going to Tyler Johnson them way out of themselves out of the league.
I think that's just gonna keep happening.
Remember how good people thought Tyler Johnson was?
Yeah, 50 million.
And he is even like, what?
Yeah.
What? Even what's his name? Josh that went to Edmond Santa Fe. Help me out.
I don't know.
Why can't I think of it?
Josh.
Anyways, he was great with the Heat and really did not do a whole lot anywhere else. Traded for Jimmy Butler. You guys not helping me.
I don't know who. There's no Josh
Richardson.
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 Josh Richardson, of course.
Yeah.
I was about
Went
that.
to Edmond Santa Fe. He wasn't supposed to make the NBA. Ends up getting picked up by the Heat. Plays awesome, like really good for the Heat. People forget that some people are like, well, maybe Josh Richardson could actually be a better fit than Jimmy Butler with Philadelphia, just because of how well he played with the Heat. And it was like a month in. Like, oh no.
Yeah.
What have we done?
Can I get your guys' opinion on something?
Of
Taylor,
course.
It's probably going to be specifically you.
Okay.
Supershock69 said Josh McRoberts.
There was a Josh McRoberts. Josh McRoberts, though, he played well on a couple teams.
Bobcats.
Pacers.
I thought he stunk on the Pacers.
He was a big dunker on the Pacers. He had a lot of dunk highlights on the Pacers.
I went to Target and they didn't have my normal deodorant. I think I bought women's deodorant.
Yeah.
Will you smell me?
Yeah, that's women's. But every NBA player uses women's deodorant.
Really?
Yep.
It works just as well.
I think
if
it
not
probably
better.
works better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it works better because it's more embarrassing if you're a woman with BO. So I think they boost the the scent in the
Is that true?
Dio part.
Because I was like, they've repackaged my deodorant. It's thinner now.
Mm-hmm.
And taller.
You know what's strange is it's usually pretty easy to see if it's like for women or
Well, they didn't
men.
have, I'm Cool Rush degree. Cool Rush.
But it's a lighter color.
But this is
Cool blush.
this is clean shower.
Oh,
So
wow.
I know.
No, it smells nice though. It's not so, the scent is not so, how do I say
Matt A. Josh Richardson did go to Tennessee, but he went to Edmond Santa Fe High School here in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, home of the Wolves.
Home of the Wolves. NBA free agency
It's a Panther.
starts today. Thunder, like I said, don't have a roster spot. So I think if anything's going to happen with the Thunder, it'll be a trade. It'll be Micic. And it's possible that they attach somebody else to his rights, I suppose, and then trade back for a contract that's big enough to meet the salary floor. That's something that could happen. I don't know if Micic is going to play in the NBA or not. There are definitely rumors and reports that he is.
Is it one of those
But who
things where
knows?
it's like it depends on the team that wants him?
Yeah, he can choose. I mean, he holds all the cards here. The Thunder and he both have some leverage, but at the end of the day, like he can just say, no, thanks, I'm going back to Europe. And they will gladly welcome him back and pay him a bunch of money. And he'll be the best player, one of like the best 5 players in Europe. And he'll go on to live a happy life. So
what are those European contracts like?
I don't really know a ton about it, to be honest. So I don't want to talk about it
Okay.
because I don't know.
Like I know they probably make really good money, but is it like an NBA contract?
I don't know. I mean, those teams don't make as much. Definitely not now
Yeah.
as much, and not what's coming down the pipeline for NBA players. I mean, he's saying he wants like 6 to 7 million.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not a whole lot in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
What if there's kind of a translation error? He wants 67 million.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Dang.
It's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah.
I know.
But use your leverage.
Use it.
I watch a lot of
I'll go
videos
back.
on Instagram.
I'll go back to Europe if I don't get 67 million this year. Okay.
Okay.
Good luck. Yeah. I wouldn't expect a lot from the Thunder just because they are working their own process that doesn't include free agency, which has really never included free agency. And they're just going to continue doing what they're doing. I mean, they're adding case on. Bertans is going to be on the roster. I think Bertans will play. I think that he'll help in some situations. I mean, he's basically the Lindy replacement on the roster of a guy that's like big and can shoot and doesn't defend, which Lindy was actually a decent defender. But also he makes 17 million, and that's a contract that could be valuable via trade because it'll be worth 5 million next year as long as he doesn't play more than 75% of his games.
I loved the Sam Vecini theory.
Yeah, there's a Twitter question about that. Oh man, you want to find it for us? And we can
Yes.
go ahead and talk about that specifically because it is a little like free agency-ish and also kind of draft recap-ish question. So we can talk about that a little bit.
Luke,
I don't see it. Is it reference Vicini?
It does.
Luke.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man.
You don't have street smarts.
Street smarts. Okay.
I don't see it.
Well,
It doesn't reference Vicini. At NBA draft future. Major if. But if OKC decided to package Dorton Bertans with 1 million picks to go after a star next offseason, who are a few guys that you would be most interested in? So I think they're not going to do this. Number one, I would be surprised. I can't say they're not. I don't know if they will. I would be surprised if they did, just because it would probably mean that they know that like Chet and J-Dub and Giddey aren't as good as what we hope, because a majority of the money for the Thunder's cap is going to go to those guys.
Mm-hmm.
and not to necessarily a star player that's out there already. They're going to use draft picks in order to acquire probably role players, and they'll figure out over the course of the next year or two what kind of role players they need, whether it's they need shooting or they need a big man or they need a 4 or they need a shooting 5 or whatever it is. They will likely use picks and maybe even Bertans to go get that. But I don't anticipate them using that to get a star player. I just don't anticipate that to happen.
What I love about this is the idea of Sam Presti thing. And maybe this is giving Presti like way too much credit because this is pretty deep. But the idea of Vicini essentially said they traded up. They liked Kayson, but really they traded up because they wanted the Bertans contract as an asset.
So it's not crazy in that it will be valuable, not necessarily to acquire a star, but they could turn Bertans' contract at the deadline into like 2 future second round picks or into like a future protected first or something from somebody who's desperate to get off of money that's in the second apron that needs to get off money for the summer. That is possible. That's how I think it'll be used more than like, hey, let's pair him with Lou Dort now that we have our Lou Dort replacement and Kayson, and let's. Not that it's impossible. I just would not expect that to happen. I would expect it to be used as like a trade chip at the deadline and flip Bertans for value. I don't think that's impossible. One, because they needed to spend the money anyways.
Mm-hmm.
They needed to find a way to spend money in order to get to that salary floor. So they had to do it. And just making sure that you get your guy. I mean, that's obviously who they wanted. Were there people bidding there? I don't think it's out of the question that somebody was going to trade for 11. Because if you look at who the Magic took at 11, they could have taken him at 17 probably.
Yeah.
So I think the Thunder, that pick may have been up for grabs is all I'm saying. I don't know that for sure. But if you just kind of read the tea leaves of the draft,
Read the tea leaves
and
look at the third apron.
Yeah, check out the third apron. Then I think that you can kind of understand why maybe like Orlando would have dealt that pick, because like Jed Howard was not thought of as a lottery guy heading into that night. Now, like I don't think like the Mavs were going to take Jet. I don't think the Raptors were going to take Jet. Maybe the Pelicans would have taken Jet. I don't know. Probably not. I would rather have Jordan Hawkins. I think Hawkins is a better shooter, better movement shooter. So you just wonder if like maybe somebody was trying to make a trade to get to 11 where the Thunder were at 12. But whatever it is, the Thunder got where they wanted to go. Came away from the draft adding a prospect they really like in Kayson, who's a two-way player, kind of fills in the gaps, accentuates what everybody does. Plus, you had a 6'10" shooter. He's like averaged almost 40% from 3 for his career. So it's not a bad place to end up.
Did anyone know prior to the draft that Grady Dick had a Donald Duck impression?
I didn't know it.
I didn't think it was that good, to be honest.
Really?
I thought it could have been sharper. Yeah.
I mean,
I thought if you're
he could work on it.
He was
but
also
it's still-
also pretty nervous.
but he still has it.
He has it.
He can do it.
He is goofy as all get out. He's really funny.
Man, his outfit was a bold decision.
It's a great decision because not only will he remember draft night more, so everybody else in the world will. You know?
Oh yeah.
You don't. I mean, if you have that chance, you got one shot.
Right.
You gotta take it.
I respect it very much.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
Yeah.
It's true. Mom spaghetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me like him more with the Donald Duck impression.
I would have that when I saw that, I was already a little disappointed. I didn't think the Thunder were going to take him just because he's not a playmaker and he really is going to struggle defensively in the NBA. However, even before the Donald Duck impression, I was like, man, I'd like to have that guy on our podcast. And then after it, I was like, oh my gosh,
Man.
Here's the thing. It would have been gold because Kayson's good player, not the greatest guy to have on a podcast.
Right. That's a lot of our players until now. Their personalities are starting to blossom. I think
J-Dub is great.
Yeah,
I think Chet could be interesting.
I think Chet's a little too cool right now still.
Yeah, but he's different than everybody else though, in that he's like kind of cocky.
Yeah,
where everybody else is still like extremely humble.
Yeah, or presents as humble. Like Shea, definitely presents as humble.
Yeah,
and I think he has a humble mentality. But you see, he's a killer. All right, he's a killer. Grady Dick, you better be good.
He better be good
because you can't come out like this, and then like stink in the NBA. You can't be doing red sequin turtleneck suits, Donald Duck impressions.
What if he's like the next face of the NBA?
They won't do it. It's too goofy.
He won't be allowed to.
No, they won't do it. He's too goofy. They'll lose all the boomers that still watch too. My dad was like, "Did you see what he was wearing? What in the world?"
Yeah.
Can you do a Donald Duck impression?
No.
Oh my gosh. How was the draft party, guys, at Fassler Hall?
It was fun.
It was really fun. It was awesome that we didn't really have to do anything. We just showed up, hung out, talked to some people. We talked to a lot of people.
We sold
a lot of
teas.
people came up,
sold some teas.
And
if we have extras, and if you want them, where would you go?
Well, they're not up on our website yet, but they will be.
Check
put it out on our tweets.
Twitter and our website. We have some extra.
But it was a really great evening. Thank you, Fassler Hall. They were great.
I had too many hot dogs.
Really?
Luke was kind of shoving some D's down.
That's true. That was
shout out to Lively Beer Works. If you got a down to dunk glass,
very
shout
cool
out.
Glasses. We didn't have enough glasses. People loved them. People showed up for the glasses. They were gone in a second.
I was gonna say they probably went pretty.
They
fast.
were cool.
Yeah, shout out Lively.
And their beer that they had was that was very tasty.
Oh yeah, it was their light lager. Delish.
Don't mind if I did.
Yep.
I drank a lot of Diet Pepsi at the draft.
Diet Pepsi?
Not Diet Pepsi. Pepsi Zero.
Pepsi Zero.
Yeah.
I haven't had one for about 7 years.
Wow. 7 years.
A Pepsi. Ooh, man.
It was good. It was legitimately very good. I was so busy running around doing stuff the whole time that I didn't have time to eat. But
Pepsi Zero Diet.
I took like 4 or 5 Pepsis and just drank them.
I used to have on Sundays my Sunday, all I would eat on a Sunday. I would get a large Papa John's pizza, 2 liter of Pepsi. That was what I ate and drank for the day, and it was awesome.
What would you get from PJ's?
Fat. I would get fat.
Yeah.
What would you get fat?
I would get a pepperoni pizza.
Just a pep.
Yeah.
Hey, what was the reaction to the crowd when they made the trade and took Kayson?
Everyone seemed to like it. There was some confusion about Bertans. I think there were some people that were like, "Oh yeah, we got this great shooter. He's gonna come in and fill." And then other people understood what it really was.
Yeah,
which was not much.
Yeah,
because he did not have a great year in Dallas.
He will be the Thunder's 12th to 15th man.
Mm-hmm. He will not play in every single game.
No, he won't. He will be like I said, he's like the Lindy Waters replacement.
And he will be the sports radio guy when they are on a 4-game losing streak that they're like, why is Bertans not playing more?
Yeah.
The guy's a shooter.
We're paying him this much.
We're paying him so much. Why even trade for him if you're not going to play him? This is why they're losing. He is that guy this year, so be prepared for that.
If I was Sam Presti, I like that one.
If I was Sam Presti, I'd fire the coach right now.
So here's Mike Vorkanoff on The Athletic sums up like why the Thunder need to reach the salary floor. Any team under the cap floor, which the Thunder are $2 million right now, will have the difference between its team salary and the floor added to its payroll. So it can't use the amount as available cap space anymore. It won't be allowed to perform any transactions after the first day of the regular season that would further decrease the team's salary. So they don't have to, but they would immediately have more money on their books because of that. The amount of the team is under the floor will also be dispersed among all NBA players, not just the ones on the roster. So
that's all.
Won't
NBA
just
players.
won't benefit just your team. Like, so every player would get like this, like, I don't know,
$1,000 check,
$25,000 check, just like randomly, which is like that's pretty nice.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'll take that.
Yeah. That's a car.
Somebody doesn't want it.
How much are cars? That's a car.
How much are cars?
You can get a car for that.
You can get a nice car for that.
Yeah, you get a really
A nice one?
I mean,
Yeah,
got a nice,
nice.
used one. Yeah.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Yeah.
What's my car?
What do you want?
A Maybach.
You're not gonna.
No. Oh wow. Okay.
A Hummer. A Humvee.
Lamborghini Countach.
Next season, a team that doesn't reach the floor will receive half of the money paid out to each non-tax paying team. Beginning in 24-25, the teams that don't hit the floor won't receive any of the money paid out to non-tax paying teams. So if you're not, I mean, that's the real kicker right there. Is next season a team that doesn't reach the floor will receive half of the money paid out to each non-tax paying team. You better believe. Like I erase what I said where the Thunder, all they have to do is pay that. They're gonna get to the floor somehow.
Oh yeah,
because that money could be a lot.
And I'm available.
Could be a lot, like millions of dollars,
And you might as well just
multiple millions of dollars.
You might as well just take a shot on if you can trade and get someone in that you think might end up being someone, and it saves you from this.
So if you're another team and you know that the Thunder have to, we're
Mhm.
talking about leverage.
Leverage.
You have leverage.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're like, you have to do something.
That's why I feel like it could just be accomplished in the with like a Mijic deal if they can trade him.
Yeah. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds like good if you're another team. You're like, I'm not gonna do it. You're gonna be screwed.
Yeah.
Super screwed.
That's I mean, that's about all the slop we're gonna get. Thunder slop
Yeah.
for the rest of the summer, I would guess.
Yeah.
Besides Summer League.
I'm very excited for Summer League. By
Summer
the way.
League starts Monday night in Utah. We haven't seen the rosters yet. My expectation is that we'll see Chet and J-Dub and Kason and Usman Jang. It's gonna be a stacked Summer League roster.
It is going to be stacked.
You're pronouncing it Kason. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Kason. Yes. So
Kason.
it was a whole thing, and it was very weird. So it went from everybody called him Kason, even at Kentucky, everybody called him Kason. Fast forward to the draft, they draft him. Even Adam Silver says Kason Wallace. Great, cool. No even thought that we're saying it wrong. Then we get to Sam Presti's press conference, and he calls him Kasan. And we're all just scratching our heads like, why is he calling him Kasan? And then we go to the press conference on Saturday, and Sam calls him Kason. And so we're like, okay, it's for sure Kason. And then we ask him what he prefers to be called. And he said, it's Kason is how he said it's supposed to be pronounced Kason. He's fine with Kason, just don't call him Carson.
Okay.
Right, because there's no R in his name.
Correct.
Here's what happened. You know, when it's like the first day of school, and like I had to do this. You know, real name Lucas, but you have to go. Actually, I go by Luke, and you have to do it in all 6 of your classes. You know,
Yeah.
in middle school.
Yeah,
and it's like not embarrassing, but like when you're 11 years old, there's nothing more embarrassing.
yeah,
That's what happened.
yeah.
That's what happened.
I think you're right. I think he was just annoyed with having to tell people it's Kason, and just was like, yeah, whatever. Call me whatever. I'm done telling people what it is, but it is Kason. He said it's supposed to be said this way.
Well, he said his mother pronounces it that way. Okay. Your mom named you,
She's
so
right.
That's your name.
She's right.
She is correct. He also said like this is the way it's supposed to be pronounced.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with Kason. No.
Okay, so
No.
have some respect.
Have some respect for yourself.
Exactly.
Well,
and your mother,
and your mother, for crying out loud.
you son of a.
Well,
Mom.
I'm glad we got it figured out.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. It because it was confusing.
It was a confusing time, definitely. I felt like we were heading down like Alex Abrinish road. And I was not willing to go down that road again. Not willing to do it.
I was gonna quit
Not at all.
watching basketball.
John's factoid figure mystery. John's factoid figure mystery.
Hey, I'm Tayshawn. This is my victory dictory. Did you guys see the clip yesterday of Charles Barkley surprising Ernie Johnson
Yes, I did.
and
It
letting him know
was lovely.
it was quite lovely, wasn't it?
I didn't see it. What he's
Okay, so he's letting him know that Ernie Johnson's being inducted into the Broadcasting Hall of Fame.
Oh.
And I would like now to take this opportunity to surprise Andrew because he's been inducted into the Podcasting Hall of Fame.
Wow, not true.
And if you will click, there should be a pop-up coming up on your computer right there, and it's going to be Shams, and it's going to be Sam Vecini, and it's going to be all these people at The Athletic
Yeah.
congratulating you.
Yeah.
And I have this gift for you, AirPods.
Wow, thanks.
You're welcome. And I have this for you too. This is your this is a trophy.
Thank you.
And open that up. And it's a poisonous gas, and now you're gonna die. Yeah.
Congrats, you did it.
Do you think there's gonna be a podcasting Hall of Fame, or is it just gonna be in broadcasting?
What should my
radio?
last words be?
Your last words are farts ain't bad.
Farts ain't
Farts ain't too bad.
farts ain't bad.
I don't know. I have no idea. Give me these back.
Are those yours?
Yes. No, they're
Oh, I
Andrew's.
thought I
I'm
won
gonna
them.
hold them for
You
him.
can borrow them.
No, I think you can make it, Andrew. I think keep going down this path. You know what I thought about yesterday was man, Andrew's really taking off because those videos are so funny. You're very good on video, by the way.
Thank you.
I don't know what you're better at, actually.
Wow.
I think you have more behind the podcasting and the talking and the popsicles. Okay, I went for something. I was thinking about Bill Cosby. Shouldn't be thinking about him anymore.
yeah, please, yeah.
Get the podcasting.
The pudding pops.
But you're very good on video.
Thank you.
I like those videos, and you have a great video editor. And Luke,
Yes, shout out Sam.
Luke, I'm gonna surprise you right now.
Oh no! I'm in the podcasting Hall of Shame.
Yes, no, Luke, you've been inducted into the Divorce Hall of Fame.
Yes.
You have had 100% hit rate. That's what they call it, right? In your industry,
It's not what they call it.
like if you successfully achieve a divorce, it's a hit. That's a home run, baby.
No.
And you guys go out for drinks and stuff. Well, you're really good at divorcing people,
Yeah.
and you're in the Hall of Fame.
And I don't. People get back together.
And you know what they do in the Divorce Hall of Fame?
What?
They put your picture, and it's like a family tree. They put your picture at the top, and then they put all the pictures of all the people you've divorced, smiling happily.
Well, at least they're happy.
On different sides.
Yep, on different sides.
Okay.
They have to be far apart. And that's very good because something else that you haven't mentioned is you are the first lawyer to successfully achieve divorces across multiple generations of the same family.
Wow. Thanks, man. Hey, I got good news for you. You're in the Down to Dunk Segments Hall of Fame.
Wow.
That was a great
Thank
one. Hey, John's factoid figure mystery. Hey, John's factoid figure mystery. Hey, y'all. It's time to get some advice. And this advice for this week is asked by a person named Kevin, who says, "What's up? I'm a youth minister. I spend my summers living out of a suitcase, spending time with teens and such. I've discovered that it means a lot of time away from my wife and kids."
Man.
My wife likes it.
I don't know if she likes it.
As an
Does she
well, that's-
like it?
Does she like it? As an expert on marriage and parenting, how can I help my family while I'm away? Thanks.
How do you help them while you're away?
Make sure you got the yard taken care of.
No doubt about that. Hide money around the house. Keep your kids occupied, so your wife doesn't have to do
Ooh,
much.
good
right?
idea.
Every day, you send a text to your kids if they're old enough to have phones, and you give them a clue on where the next $5 is.
Wow.
And it's like a riddle scavenger hunt.
And bury it in the backyard.
Yeah, and just make it really elaborate. You have to jump off the roof, break your leg. The doctor at the hospital has your $5.
I think he's focusing on the wrong thing, helping the family while he's away. What he needs to do is really focus on when he's there. And when you're there, coming back from this, you need to, give your wife a freaking break. schedule her a massage.
Yeah.
Schedule her like something that she enjoys. Set up something with her and her friends that they can go do while you watch the freaking kids.
Yeah, that's a great. That's great.
That's a great idea.
That's great
It's like
advice.
summer. It's your time to I don't know. I guess things aren't as I get summer vacation. I get to do all that stuff. It sounds like your wife does not. She has to watch all these kids. I don't know how many they have, but kids.
Yeah.
While he's there, so he needs to really focus on when he's there, picking up the slack.
Yeah, I think Elman's right about that. And then just make sure that everything's taken care of that you would normally take care of at home, whether it's like pay somebody to mow your yard or whatever. Make sure your vehicles are fixed or whatever.
Oh yeah. Take your car. Go change the oil in it.
Yeah,
Do
that.
Great advice.
stuff that's going to be hard for her to do when she has kids that she's taking care of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I would say.
That's good advice.
Quit your job. Get a different job.
Quit your job.
Second opinion. That's good.
Get a different job.
We'll be right back after this quick break. And we're back after that quick break. And it's time for some Twitter questions.
Twitter questions. You got questions and you ask them on Twitter. Now we answer them for you. This is Twitter questions. Now let's get down to it.
Positive pregnancy test.
Cool. Hey, Twitter questions. Our first Twitter question comes from Twitter question comes from Zach Deeg, who wants to know, what was your favorite Thunder-related scuttlebutt that amounted to nothing?
Holy hell. Gosh. Tayshawn,
I broke the desk.
did you break the desk?
I broke a shelf.
How did you do that?
Because of the
I
shelf?
think it's okay. Yeah, it's just
Put
the
his
shelf.
feet on the shelf. You
I
don't
was
put-
I got the-
Wow. That amounted to nothing. It was definitely Pau Gasol to the Thunder. Had a lot invested in that. Had a lot invested in all those rumors.
such a hit to the culture of Oklahoma City because we have none, and being told that.
Yeah. It felt pretty painful to hear. Not only is he not coming to Oklahoma City, but it's because he doesn't think we have operas.
Yeah.
And it was just
Specifically.
like that's the reason that you didn't want to play with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. You want to go to Chicago to just waste away?
Chicago, known for their operas, by the way. When
Are
I
they
think of
even-
Chicago? I think of deep dish pizza
An opera.
in opera.
Yeah,
In the bean.
I mean, I guess they have opera just because they're a big city.
Yep.
But yeah, that was definitely the one.
For me, it was the Al Horford, Victor Oladipo, KD, Russ,
Yeah, that's
There's one more.
I mean, Sabonis would have been on the team too.
Yeah, and Sabonis would have been on the team.
Yeah, it's painful.
That was so painful.
Yeah, that was bad. Don't like that.
Don't like that at all.
All right, let's go to our next Twitter question. The next Twitter question comes from @GiddyForGiddy, who says, "Can you explain what an E10 contract is and how you think having Adam Flagler on that contract would affect his future?"
He's basically just on the summer league roster, and maybe he's really good, and they bring him to play on the blue, but that's probably the extent of that.
Hey, let's move to our next Twitter question. It comes from it comes from @Who Seacrest. Says, with the common Lou Dort comparisons, what did Kassan show that Dort?
Kason, we
Whatever.
just talked about it for so long.
Say it again.
Kason.
Kason.
It's like Tayshawn, but Kason.
Tayshawn. Kason.
Tayshawn.
Kayshawn.
Not Kayshawn.
Kason.
Kason.
With the common Lou Dort comparisons, what did Kason show that Dort didn't in college that led to Kason being a 10 pick and Dort going undrafted?
Kason's just a better shooter and a better passer. Those are like definitely the two things that he showed, and a better finisher at the rim.
Well, and the comparison isn't to how Lou Dort played in college. The comparison is how Lou Dort plays now in the NBA. You can't say like, well, Lou Dort went undrafted and Kason went 10. Well, no, it's like Kason went 10 because he was very, very good in college and clearly has the talent and can play in the NBA. Lou Dort's college, time. Where did he play? Arizona
State.
Yeah. He just wasn't like at that level. That's it. You're comparing to NBA players and how they play now.
He was 30% from three, 40% from the field.
This is Lou.
He was 16, 4, and 2, 1.5 steals at Arizona State. He fell because of the shooting. No question. Kason was 51% from 2, 44% from the field overall, 34% from 3, 75% from the line.
And played on Kentucky. And was what, a top 5, top 10 high school recruit?
He was a 5-star recruit. Near the top of his class, like one of the best players in Texas.
Yeah.
Didn't average as many points, but played for a much better program. That's pretty much why.
Yeah.
It's the shooting. Because Dort was profiled as a lottery pick for a long time and just continued to fall just because people feared that he would never shoot it in the league. And no one has those kind of concerns with Kason. People think he's actually a better shooter than what he showed at Kentucky.
Wow.
So,
and you said he shot 44%?
34% from
34%.
44 from 2. No, that's not right. 51 from 2, 44 overall.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Yeah, 44 overall.
Okay.
Hey, let's go to our next Twitter question.
Hey.
Major if it's we already asked that. No, maybe we didn't. Well, I'm going to skip it anyway because I'm.
Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah, we did.
Our next Twitter question. It's come from @BlackDolphin5. Who are you looking forward to the most playing in summer league games, and who the least?
Chet.
Yeah, it's got to be Chet.
Chet, he was incredible in the Utah Summer League last year. Now he's had a full year of
sitting around
doing nothing. No, he's had a full year to work on his shot, to watch NBA players, to be motivated. This will be the first time he gets out on the floor since summer league. Like, I guess he played in the Pro-Am, but like in front of people since the summer league. And he's, from all that I've heard, like very motivated, like is just dying to get back on the court. So Chet for sure. I'm looking forward to watching Oos play. I don't have very high expectations for him, but he could be good. Like if Jay Will plays summer league, not terribly interested to see what he does in summer league.
Yeah,
He's-
what's he? What?
He's
what
gonna
is
like
that?
play good team defense,
Yeah.
maybe hit some open shots,
Important
you know,
player to have on the court.
take a
in
charge
Summer
or
League.
two. I mean, not an important player for summer league at all. Actually, not
Oh.
at all. Not even one bit because wins don't matter. But I think he's somebody that can impact winning on the NBA level. But like he's a regular season kind of guy. Like you don't summer league. Summer league is for guys that can be flashy and score points and go get theirs, like cross somebody up. He's somebody that's going to fundamentally take a charge and rebound an outlet pass and stuff like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
I love that.
yeah, not terribly interested in that. I don't know who else is going to play, but
Well, J-Dub's playing.
J-Dub is going to play. I mean, I'm looking forward to watching him play too.
Yeah.
To see what he can do with like the ball in his hands as like the primary point guard for them.
If you start getting like J-Dub, Chet, pick and rolls, 2-man game from those two.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I will love.
Hoopsock69 says any chance that Chet plays in Vegas? I don't know. I don't think it's out of the question. I think that it could be similar to Giddey last year, where I don't think we thought Giddey would play in Vegas at all. I think we thought he would play in Utah only. And then the story is that he wanted to play really badly and wanted to play in Vegas. And it would not surprise me if Chet played in Vegas, but I don't know what they're going to do with him.
Oh,
quite
Chet
yet.
really badly wants to play in Vegas.
I would be shocked if he was just like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Don't worry about me.
I'll pass.
I think he will want to play in Vegas. He may be a different story than Giddey. Giddey wasn't like an injury concern, or like Chet is going to be an injury concern until he proves that he's not.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so, if I'm the Thunder, I might say you're good.
Mm-hmm.
If he, plays well and does great in Utah, just be like, all right, man, you did great. You can come like practice with us in Vegas and like hang out with everybody, but we don't want you to play. So that wouldn't surprise me.
Everyone wants to see a Chet Wemby.
Well, they don't match up.
Oh, they don't
with the Spurs.
Oh, dang it.
in Vegas. So you couldn't do Chet
wait.
Wemby. Chet Wemby though is going to be the first preseason game for the Thunder.
Ooh, that's kind of spicy.
Tickling my fancy.
Here.
It's here, baby.
Yeah.
Tulsa or OKC?
Okay, see.
Wow.
Wow. Let's go to our next Twitter question. It comes from Remote Worker 12 says, out of the following 6 players, who do you think takes the biggest leap next year? Oos, Trey, Poku, Wiggins, JRE, J Will.
That is quite a list. Remote Worker 12.
Yeah.
The biggest leap, I think that you hope that it's Usman Jang. He was a lottery pick. He's picked 11th overall. He's been working really hard this summer from everything that I've heard. He's been in Oklahoma City. So I think that's the hope.
That's the only one I can see like
making a
actually
leap.
making a leap.
Like
though.
maybe Trey does, maybe Poku does.
Are you excited for Poku, Wimby?
Oh yeah.
Like Wiggins, JRE, and J Will are all kind of like role players and like definitely need to make some kind of leap in order to be like cemented as role players on this Thunder team, just with the amount of like picks and talent and everything they have coming through. It's like they all need to make some kind of leap over the summer. Like all of them do. But like who makes the really big leap?
Well, if they all make a small leap, then none of them have made a leap. That's not
True.
They're just jumping at the same rate.
Yeah.
None of them have.
They all need to do that. You don't want to jump backwards or you don't want to fall down.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Someone might fall down.
Trey takes a leap. It might just get him back to rookie season. Trey.
I mean, if he's back to that, especially with the way he played at the end of the season, that'd be a huge leap for him.
Oh, does that count though?
Yeah. I mean, if he plays like that off the bench and he's coming off, I mean, he has
does it count as a leap? Because you leap
Yes.
backwards, you fall down. right?
Yeah, I think if he can play like that in meaningful games, where he's like coming off the bench and getting like 20 points in a quarter to beat the Celtics or whatever, then yeah, I mean, you'd have to call that a leap. Where
It's
he
interesting
because he couldn't play there. They couldn't play him last year.
No, he was.
If he just gets to a place where they're like, yeah, we have to play Trey because he's so good and he's going to just go out there and score, then yeah.
And you know what that leap would be? It would be a mental leap. Because it wouldn't be a talent leap, it wouldn't be a skill leap, but it would be okay. He broke through that mental wall that obviously he hit last year.
Yeah. Also defensively, he's got to be better.
Yeah, big defensive leap.
Yeah. Kyle Panabaker says in the chat, did you all see the Pat Bev? Do you see Pat Bev talking about Chet?
Yeah,
I did. How do they know each other?
I mean, all these guys know each other these days.
And Pat Bev was saying what guys are telling him.
Yeah, about Chet.
That he go be nice.
It's not surprising. It's not surprising with his attitude. I just wouldn't. I think Chet's going to be good too. I just don't really care about what Patrick Beverly says.
I do. He said he go be nice.
Yeah, I don't. Sure. I think he will be too, but it's not because of what Patrick Beverly says.
That's actually the deal breaker for me. Actually,
Yeah.
not. No,
Yeah, it's over.
No, it's the
Dill pickle.
dill pickle. It's the good thing.
Yeah.
Do I add some crunch to a sandwich? Hey guys,
If you're ever making a sandwich at home, I never put pickles on my
Dude,
sandwich at home.
but
I always get pickles if I get a sandwich out.
get the thin sandwich pickles.
Mm-hmm. I'll just never do it.
You should try it once.
If you
I'll
like
put chips
pickles,
on.
why wouldn't you do it?
I don't know. It's just not a thing. It's like, okay, if I make a sandwich at home, I'll probably throw some chips on there.
Well, yeah, because you want that crunch. Well, the pickles give you the crunch, but they also give you the pickle flavor.
Yeah. It's just a different, pickle perspective. If I'm in the house or, at JJ's or whatever. Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
Jimmy John's.
I don't. My Jimmy. I get the number one.
What is that? Just ham and cheese?
Basically, it's like I think it's called like the big PP or something.
I know what you're talking about. There is a sandwich called the Big
I
Pepe,
think that's what I get.
PP.
I get the big PP.
and that's why you get it.
It really actually
Yeah,
was.
yeah, I believe
Originally. It's just I haven't explored the menu.
Well, explore, man.
Nah.
JJ's. I wasn't a big fan of Jimmy J's. I've come around.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
I do. I get it all the time. I just get number one.
Oh.
Let's go to our next Twitter question. Comes from @OnlyTheEarth. He has a two-parter.
Two-parter.
Part one: if you could venture a guess based on what he seems to value, where do you think Kason was on Presti's draft board?
Top 10.
Do you think that his exact thing was all the players that went before him?
I have no idea. I mean, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I don't know. So like Wemby, Brandon Miller, Scoot, Amen, Osar, Anthony Black.
Yeah.
I could see that being. Actually, I think Anthony Black might. I don't know. I just don't know. Anthony Black. I think Bilal. The more I think about Koulibaly, the more I think that it would have been really tough for him to play here
Mm-hmm.
and like get consistent minutes and develop. So I think that he's further down. I was not convinced they were going to take a big guy, even a power forward. I think that Kason may have been as high as like 7 on their draft board. However, I just don't have any clue whether that's the case or not. But I think that's possible. I think it's possible that he was in like the 6 to 8 range on their draft board. I think it's possible, but who knows?
Now for part two of this question. Do you think Ring Midgets Over could be pressing the button or maybe
No.
even slightly leaning on the button,
No,
finger hovering over the button,
I don't think so.
looking at the button like Oh, what's
There's a
that?
button
There's
there.
a button over there. What should I do with that?
I think it's more just making an asset real. I think that's all.
Just realizing that you can do something with it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Do you think if you had to bet everything you own on midgets coming over, would you make that bet?
No, heck no. Everything I own.
Everything you own.
Amy, I have bad news.
We
lost
If it doesn't
everything.
happen, you have to come home. You're wearing a barrel.
Meech is
Dude.
just going back
barrel
to
as your clothes.
Europe, and we've lost everything.
She's
like,
like,
what do I gain?
Do not understand what you're saying.
What do I gain?
Whatever you have, double it.
Wow,
Uh-huh.
that would
Still
be
not.
cool.
Still not. Hey, Andrew, don't
I'm-
even think about it. I can see the twinkle in your eye. You're good. Be content with what you have.
Does that mean the that my like truck doubles in size?
No, you just get
two trucks.
of the exact
Two
truck.
trucks.
I'm out. I'm
it's
out then.
It's actually going to be kind of
I'm way out then.
Yeah.
going to be kind of a nightmare
Yeah, I'm way out.
because everything just doubles. Like Mike.
Yeah, your problem
Coffee cup,
double.
coffee cup.
Kids double. Wife
Yeah.
doubles. Not bad.
My wife.
My wife doubles.
There's two of them.
There are two of them.
Hey guys, I got a question for you guys. Are you miffed and are you peeved?
Miffed and peeved.
If you are, won't you share with me?
Are you guys miffed?
I'm starting to get kind of miffed about my car.
Oh no.
I got a
no.
crack in my windshield.
I got a crack in my windshield.
No
I do
way.
too. Yeah, me too.
Windshield Brothers. You know what I won't do?
Chill, brothers. What?
I won't go get it fixed.
It
And
doesn't cost that much
hasn't-
to get it fixed.
Like what?
Like $125.
What?
To replace the whole thing?
What
Yeah.
are you talking
It's
about?
actually not
really
It's actually not that much. Well, it depends on what car you have.
a Kia Rio, so it's not in the
Yeah, I don't
higher
think it's going to
class.
cost.
think it's gonna be
It's
that
not going to cost very much.
Where do I need to go?
That
Do you have a
thing-
guy?
No, that Safe Light. Save that repairs.
No.
Save that-
$350 from Safelight.
That's close to being. I said 200. That's close.
He said 125 though.
Just we'll figure it out. Just
Go
go
on.
for it.
All right.
But I'll do it.
You have
How
a guy
close-
you don't want to call him out.
How close are you to selling your car? Like, how long until you'll sell your car?
Oh, I'm not going to sell it. It's almost paid off. It's got like 2 months left.
Do it. Treat yourself, man.
Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah, you should do it.
I haven't done mine for a while, and I'm
Yeah, I haven't done ours
This
for
is-
a long time either. I need to do it.
so Jeeps, like the windshield is like pretty like upright.
Yeah, it's like a vertical
40
wall.
It's like
Yeah.
a 90-degree angle. Is that
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And so because of that, when you're driving down the highway, which I do often, and like little rocks roll up and hit it, it cracks all the time. This was my third one to replace.
Seriously.
Because it doesn't just bounce and it doesn't just bounce off.
And then like it doesn't hit it like 45 degree angle, bing, and
Right.
bounce off. It
just
just goes
smacks
straight
it.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not cool.
Yeah. So that sucks. I feel
That
your pain.
It does suck.
I have, and I'm not miffed. I have no miff.
Eugene B.
Oh, okay.
I'm Gene Bead. It's about to be 4th.
Eugene Bede?
I'm a Gene
Eugene
Bead.
Beaved.
I'm about to celebrate 4th of July fireworks.
Yeah, it's great.
Are you guys going to buy a bunch of fireworks?
4th of July.
I've got some, yeah.
4th of July, personally,
Yeah.
as an adult man,
Mm-hmm.
does hardly even registers as a holiday to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm at a place in my life. It is a nightmare. I am not looking forward to the 4th of July.
Really?
Scared
Does
dogs.
your kids-
Scared dogs.
2 little kids, and I have a dog that's scared of it. So
Yeah, you're in a terrible zone
Ugh,
for 4th of July.
God, it's
Dude.
you know what 4th of July means to me? My kids won't sleep and they're just gonna cry. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And my dog's just gonna be
Shitting.
pissing and
Thanks so much for listening to our
Dumping.
podcast.